Ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-da-dee-da-do. Hum-ba-da-bum, bum, ba-ba-da-do. Alright, looks like we are back up and running. I really don't understand what happened there. Anyway, hello again, travelers of the internet. JGuard01 here, host, guide, and humble bard. Into the world's virtual, ready to get back to business on the world of Crumbach, here in the vastness of Minecraft. We just got done getting a bunch of stone. For anybody who missed it, we are getting materials to continue to work on a project. Hello, 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 Davian! Good to see you again, my friend. Sorry about the disconnect, guys. Don't know what happened there. Once again, sometimes it happens and I just have no way of doing anything about it. It's unfortunately a sad and irritating thing that I've just been having to deal with when it does happen. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to happen too often, but hopefully we won't have to deal with it for a while yet. Dun 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 da da dee da 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 doo da 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 dee da 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 doo. Alright, that's all the stone I'm gonna gather for right now. Could get more, but I don't have any room for it. Is it daytime? It is! But it's raining. Why am I not surprised? Come back to the surface, hoping for sunshine, and I find rain waiting for me. That's just sad. Well, let's double check this in a thunderstorm. Whether it is... Oh, it is. Good thing I checked. Because our home is made almost entirely out of wood. I would rather not have it get hit with lightning and burn away. Ah! I actually wanted that to happen, so it's not that big of a deal. Get over here. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Yeah, that happens sometimes. That happens sometimes, Ellison. Is okay. Yes, yes, it is a lot of cobblestone. And all of it is in some capacity going to get put to use. For one thing or another. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm doing it right. Oh, there goes Ellison doing it again. Chicken jockey! Yep. Yep. There it goes again. Do. Pardon me. Well, thank you, Ellison. Thank you. Yep, there is going to be stuff in the tower, Davian. Namely, this tower, inside of it, somewhere, I'm going to build a stone generator. Because I want to be able to get cobblestone without having to go mining. If I can manage it. And then, my hope is that I'll have enough room... Pardon me. My hope is that I'll have enough room on top of the tower to do a, oh, crud. To do a tree farm. That's what I kept trying to say. I want to do a tree farm. Somewhere along the way, but it might be a little difficult to do that. We'll see. Thanks, Davian. Alright, Olsen. You have a good time. Yeah, my hope is that I can put a tree farm on top of the tower, assuming I have enough room. If there is not enough room to do one of good size, I'll at least have space to do a little bit of tree farming. There we go. Alright, Olsen. See you later. Alright, so that's all the cobble that I'm able to spare at the moment. I'd love to take this thing even taller, though. Because I have some ideas that this tower would help with if it could extend that tall. But I just don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Do the ideas that I have in mind. I'd like to. I think we might need to get Al a little more cobble. But I think ultimately we're pretty good at the moment. But then I have no idea. I don't know how tall I want to go with the tower. I do know that this is probably... Well, I don't know, but I figure this is probably a good point to try to connect the tower to the rest of the treehouse now. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is something else, isn't it? Doesn't exactly make sense how it's able to stay up, but I intend to fix that. Eventually I'm going to put smaller towers at the corners, going from the very top all the way down to the ground. And that'll be the explanation for how it's able to stay structurally supported. Structurally sound. At the very least, that's the current plan. But I definitely want to put a stone generator inside somewhere, as well as a stairway and or water elevators to get up and down the tower. Who knows? I may end up using it as a storage silo in some degree. Because if I keep gathering items at the pace that I have been, I'm going to end up having a lot of items to deal with. Oh, I got more cobble. I didn't realize I had cobble in here. That's good. I feel like for now we can go ahead and put one more layer of this 5-block tall section into play, and then we can connect it to the tree houses by a bridge. Man. My eye. Maybe I was wrong. I may not have enough cobblestone for that. Come on. Jeez. Solid. Very solid. Well, I'm thinking on what next to do. Might as well do a harvest. I blinked. That's bad. Because the old saying goes, life moves pretty fast. And dump this stuff in. I am running out of room. That's a good problem to have. And I will be right back. Thank you, Davian. Thank you. I actually just realized I should go over there and check on the animals. Still got it set up so that I can... Actually, let's check on the animals after a good night's sleep. Now let's tend to the animals. Oh, cows! Next animals in line, the sheep. We got 3 up here, so I have 2 of them breed. And then we're on to the next layer of this great animal cake. Pigs! And of course, the last one we currently have available, chickens. Oh, look at the little fella. Look at the little one. An underground crop farm area just finished. Nice, that's awesome. Good on you, my dude. Whoa, I was holding the seed and didn't realize it. That could have been bad. I love this place. Yeah, look at that stone tower. That is going to be interesting to work with further. Might as well use the dirt path to get down. This path is actually here because I intend to, when I next see them spawn, collect a couple pandas to bring into the animal pen. I'm going to put them up top, or I'm going to have the armadillos. Figure pandas and armadillos can get along decently well. Fire chickens, I like that. Hey Leo, good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Glad you can make it, my man. How are you doing today? You doing good? I sure hope so. Oi, you wandering tradesman. What you have for sale, man? Glowstone. Out of everything here, you sell glowstone. There we go. Alright, let's go get these crop items put away. I might also put the wolves inside of the stone tower. Yep, wandering traders doth be annoying. Nothing more true about them than that. They are extremely annoying. But they can occasionally have good bargains. That, truth be told, is pretty much the only reason I put up with them. Lots of copper. Lots of copper. Put away the bunch of copper. At some point soon, I gotta go get some more coal. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I got some stuff in there that needs to come out of that bundle. Yeah. Every once in a while, you'll find a wandering trader that actually has a decent bargain for something. And then, he's actually worth keeping around for a little bit. Unfortunately for them, it is truly once in a blue moon. Alright, so... I'm thinking we build a bridge out from that layer and from this point to each other. And see what we can do. That's good to hear, Leo. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Had fun with your friends? That's always good. That is always good. You know, I'm kind of thinking I may need to have a way down to get to like a dock area down at the water. So if I need to go out by boat for some reason, I can do so there. The only problem with that is the water, I don't know if it connects around that away to the ocean over there. If it doesn't, then we're going to have to eventually dig a trench to connect the waters in the two different directions. Like a composter? I guess you could call it that. I don't know, it reminds me more of a hopper. Like a really long hopper. Which kind of fits with the other use for it, that it might become a storage silo once we can get materials to make hoppers and such. Because I know me, I'm going to end up doing a ton of farming, and eventually I'm going to have too much stuff. Not to mention, if I put a stone generator in there, I'm going to need room to store all the stone that I'm going to be producing. So having it be a kind of a storage silo, not such a bad idea, I'd say. Just have it strictly for certain items, if possible. The cobble hopper. The cobble hopper. Yeah, I guess we can think of it jokingly as the cobble hopper. But I need to add some pillars to the corners to help make it look like it's structurally stable, at least most of the way. It may eventually serve a solid purpose, though. Hey, don't do that, Davian. No face palms unless you deserve them. You don't give yourself a face palm unless you've done something that warrants giving yourself a face palm. Something that makes you feel totally like a duh moment. And that's not the same as a bruh moment. A bruh moment is when something catches you off guard. A duh moment is when you realize something really ridiculous just happened. Whether it was your doing or someone else's. generally speaking, it's better for it to have been someone else's doing, because then, if there's an opportunity to laugh, you can feel right at ease laughing about it. But if you are the source of the duh moment, then the best thing you can probably bring yourself to do is going to be to do a facepalm. If for no other reason than acknowledgement of the duh. If I don't end up doing trees on top of the tower, I'll probably do bamboo, come to think of it. Because bamboo, either that or bamboo will be one of the farms inside of the tower, and either inside or on top of the tower, so that it's contained, and we know that it's going to do its job. Man, if I'm to get a little more cobblestone. I don't really want to right now, though. That's the problem. I don't really want to have to go get more cobblestone right this second. What can I do with all this leather? Absolutely nothing at the moment. Ooh, we may eventually be able to combine this power 2 bow and this unbreaking 1 bow for an even better bow. Nice. Is that just a texture thing? What is going on with this tree? Is that a lighting thing? That's a lighting thing. That's what that is. Okay. The lighting was making some of the leaves kind of look weird. But it was a shimmer from light. I wish that some pandas would spawn in so I could go grab them. You know what? I do. Even just one panda would be nice. One panda to put upstairs in the top of the animal tower. Nah. Whatever. Oh, sugarcane ready for harvest. Now we've got some overflow happening. It's a little concerning. Still, I do think that we've done pretty good with the cobble tower, with the stone tower for now. I gotta do some thinking and figuring to decide what all I'm gonna do with the inside and outside exactly. So I think, as early as it is for me to do so, I think we're gonna call this session to a close here. Bit of a short one. Gotta get back into the swing of things again. Gotta get some planning going, some thinking. But I want to say thank you all ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to let me know by leaving likes and comments, subscribing if you haven't already done so, and of course, by smacking the notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. Also, guys, if you get the time, don't forget to check out the About page for links to other pages where there will eventually be more content from yours truly, and to check out the rest of the content on the channel. There's a lot of it, and I would appreciate any and all activity on the channel you guys can provide. With that all being said, thank you again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I'll see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!